Thank you for tuning in to Richard Mwenja exclusive, of course, at this very unfortunate moment for our country following the demise of the Right Honorable Raila Odinga, former Prime Minister. He's been a towering figure in Kenya's political and governance space. I'm here with Herman Manyora, the professor himself, to unpack what this means for our country today and beyond. Raila Odinga. Prof, good to see you on this very sad day. How are you doing though?
Okay.
Yeah. You're just taking in the grief as the day goes. Prof, let's have a conversation around the impact, the blow that is Raila Odinga's death to Kenya's democratic space, and maybe just some background. You've always talked about Kenya's democratic space being built around individuals and not really founded on strong ideologies, especially when it comes to our political parties as one of the vehicles to championing for democracy. With the exit of Raila Odinga from the scene, Prof, how do you think this is going to define Kenyan political parties and even the element about it being anchored on individuals?
Are you looking for an affordable entry point into real estate? Our studios at 17 Losai are crafted to meet the demands of modern urban tenants and investors like you while guaranteeing steady returns. 17 Losai is located in a prime location in Ngara, right opposite Pangani Police, which guarantees security. You will also get high rental returns, elegant finishes and high ceiling, affordable pricing, proximity to major universities and colleges. Whether you're in Kenya or abroad, this is your chance to build a passive income and own a secure asset in Nairobi's fast-growing urban area. So book a site visit today and let's build your property portfolio.
There's going to be a major shift.
In what sense?
A major shift, and this can be demonstrated very easily. Let's start with Nyanza, for example.
Sure.
And by extension, ODM zones, where ODM is powerful. Where once you get an ODM nomination ticket, you are already an MP, a senator, a governor.
Early in the morning.
The same for UDA and across. But let's stick with ODM. Many people who are elected in the ODM zones, especially Nyanza, are people who hang on Raila's coattails. That's all.
Clinging to it.
Yes, that's all. Either by being seen to be close to Raila, or even when that doesn't work, they force things until you get the ticket. Direct nomination. Or even you are beaten by your opponent. But because you are Raila's person, you get the ticket. That has happened, with its consequences, of course. Today, in Luo Nyanza, that is gone.
Just like that?
People must fight for their space. That's gone. Most of these orphans will never see parliament again. And this will open the way for people who never have seen parliament from Luo Nyanza. They will go to parliament.
As early as 2027?
That's something I really change.
Yeah.
As early as 27. In fact, it would have been earlier. Even this by-election there, this death will have a bearing on it. This will open ways for young people who would not have made it because of these legacy politicians clinging on Raila in Nyanza. So you can see that kind of thing. Let's go to another region, because this country has three major regions when it comes to politics.
Luo
Nyanza, Mount Kenya. In Mount Kenya, people have made political careers out of just bashing and hitting on Raila Odinga. You know that?
Raila phobia?
Yeah, just the loudest mouth against Raila Odinga gets elected in Mount Kenya. Who spreads fear about Raila Odinga. Who says the most vile things about Raila Odinga. That's how some people have always been elected. That's how people have made their name. Very many politicians in Mount Kenya. With Raila out of the way, weka kitu ingine kwa meza. Bring something else. Say something else. Not Raila. Where is Raila now? You see now the politics is changing. And even the bigger politicians, they mobilize around Raila.
True.
The top politicians, legacy politicians around the mountain, they organize around Raila.
Building narratives against Raila.
Yeah, the fear of Raila. For many years in Mount Kenya, mtoto akitaka kutishwa ambia usipofanya hivi tunaita Raila. You see how they even put it in children. If you don't eat, Raila will come. Mtoto anaanza kukula. That's a reality, because I have relatives in Mount Kenya. You know that, eh?
True.
That's the second region. You can see some change coming up. Let's go to Rift Valley, because there are only 3 regions in this country that are very political. Nyanza, Mount Kenya, and Rift Valley. The Kalenjin,
Sure.
the Luo, and the Gikuyu. Now, the Gikuyu meaning the wider Mount Kenya. Today, Ruto will do well to learn from Raila's mistakes in terms of interference with the party nominations.
Interesting.
Yes. Why? Because Ruto is a man under siege.
Already.
This one-term thing, is it a joke? Ruto must go. Is it a joke? Is one term a joke for you? To you, it is a joke, eh?
No, it's gaining traction.
Not gaining attraction. It's something big. But now, look here. With Raila out of the way, how much more vulnerable does Ruto become? Extremely vulnerable. And therefore, he will avoid anything that will interfere with even his votes at home.
Perhaps why Gideon Moi is on board now.
Yeah, that's one thing. He's already seeing that.
And Buzeki.
And one other thing is, he will not interfere with the nominations of Rift Valley. If Ketel wins, he will be given. Because by interfering with some of the nominations in Nyanza province, Raila lost many votes through voter turnout.
Apathy.
Apathy, lower. That's the
Low
truth.
turnout.
He may never have agreed. He never agreed. That is obvious and it's public. But that is, to me, that is true. So Ruto will avoid that. Now, we have the 3 main political zones of this country, allowing politics, elective politics, to play out, where the best man or woman, by and large, wins.
A free hand to apply themselves.
Is that not transformation? Is that not transformative? Is that not a
Paradigm
big leap in the politics of this country? And it will have a spillover effect across the country. We are therefore entering a point in our history where we are, for the first time, going to have real men and women who are in parliament on their own right. They don't have to look back at what some politician is thinking. And we are likely to have an assertive parliament for the first time since many years.
Assertive parliament.
An assertive parliament where MPs are not beholden to party leaders. Because the leading party leaders are those 3. And you can extend this to Kambani. If Kalonzo is going to be made the presidential flag bearer, he will also learn that let the Kamba people, for example, bring the people they want to bring to parliament.
Don't fist mandate.
Because even Wiper itself has lost seats in very critical elections, including to UDA. Am I wrong?
True.
Jubilee in 2017, UDA in 2022. Ama namna gani?
True.
Kina Mutiso manaitwa Mutu nani hawa?
Mutuse.
Yeah. Those are not Wiper MPs.
Yeah.
Would Kalonzo now, if he's a flag bearer, really want to create a situation where he will miss one Ukambani seat?
We want to take them all.
So you can see the way the politics is unfolding, the country is changing. And Raila's death, according to me, is a defining moment in the history of this country. It marks the transition to a new Kenya.
Transition
in
to
more
a new
ways
Kenya.
than one.
Prof, you're a rich walking repository of Kenyan history, especially political and governance history. And history has borne us witness of many leaders who've made some sort of political mileage by invoking names of icons and legends. Talk of people in Mount Kenya getting into office by just invoking Dedan Kimathi or Mzee Jomo Kenyatta. You're talking about these political orphans from ODM and beyond. Don't you think invoking the name of Raila Odinga beyond his burial might be something that will still be a plus to their bids in the near future?
I don't think it will work, because in the recent past, the realities on the ground have produced the likes of Ocheng in Ugenya.
Yeah.
That's the political reality. The realities on the ground have produced people like Engineer Gumo or Gumbe or whatever is called,
Nicholas Gumbo.
without winning, but is a scare to Orengo.
Yeah.
That shows EK. You know EK?
Tell me more.
Evans Kidero. A scare to Gladys Wanga. That shows you already there was a shift happening. Raila's death merely accelerates the shift. It's a mere catalyst to that change that was already forming. Where, whether Raila was around or not, the mere fact of being close to Raila was no longer going to guarantee you a seat. But it would have taken a little longer. So his death now accelerates, makes it faster. And I can... Even people like Gladys Wanga, they will have to fight for their seats. Oh, yes.
Not going to be a walk.
No. Gladys Wanga will have to fight for her seat against people like Magwaga, her deputy. Magwaga, whatever it's called. Yeah, she will fight for her seat. That deputy will now run. He was not going to run. He will run. He's a very popular person. But he could not run if Raila was there because Raila proved the place.
Watch a mama.
Hata kina Achilo yako again, this senator boy, the one who was here on our show. What is his name? Is it Teddy Uru?
Yeah.
How should I forget my son? Yeah. Unaona?
I get it.
There's that negotiation. Wacha huyu aende, huyu ni mzee. Well, you have time.
You still have time.
Yeah. Vijana kama wanajitokeza. So even Achilo yako will have to fight for his seat. Unless sasa on his own negotiate na huyu kijana.
The last minute session with Raila is not enough endorsement.
Yes, not now. No. That won't work. This community will still be guided by Raila's spirit. The community will still revere and respect the name of Raila Odinga.
True.
And they still have space for Winnie Odinga and for Mama Ida.
True.
But only to the extent they do not attempt to be a Raila.
Okay.
If they want to spoil the name of the family, let them try to do things directly. They should borrow a leaf from the Kenyattas.
Mama Ngina,
the matriarch of the family. Even during turbulence of multipartyism, her hands were steady on the steering of the family.
Hands on deck.
When moments of decision came, when everybody had to join Kibaki or Matiba, Mama Ngina was there steadying the ship of the Kenyatta family. Her brother joined DP, Moho. But she's navigated the family with Kina Moho Kenyatta and Uhuru Kenyatta. You know? At some point, people think they were blind, what was going, they were stupid. But Uhuru became president for 10 years. I don't know whether you get what I'm saying.
Fullness of time.
And I'm advising the family of my friend Raila Odinga. They must borrow a leaf from Mama Ngina Kenyatta. That is a big family name. That is a Kenyan name. The Jaramogi name is a name we don't want to lose in this country. We don't want to lose Raila's name. We want that name to live on. We leave other people knowing Raila was in this country. And their children who live knowing once in this country lived a man who fought and loved his country, fought for his country and loved his country, Raila Amolo Odinga. But you can easily erase that name by playing cheap party politics with ODM at the family and local Luo level, Luo Nyanza level. They must avoid that. That's why I advocate to ODM, avoid Luonizing that party. Because Raila's legacy is tied to ODM. Democracy in this country is tied to ODM. Avoid Luonizing it. Villagizing ODM.
Give it a national appeal.
Yes.
That is the only way.
There is nothing to feel I own ODM. There's nothing to own. Let it big, it's outside there in the skies. But no leader of ODM can ignore the central role of the Luo nation in ODM. Because, as you wind up, a lot of Luo blood has been shed for this country.
You are right.
And nobody in the right senses, merely by being the party leader of ODM or Secretary General, can erase that fact. And can try to play around with it and toss into the oceans the role played by the Luo nation and by Raila family, by the Raila family, by extension. You can't ignore it. You can't wish it away.
Facts are stubborn.
Yeah, that is it will be there. It is there. The history is written in blood, Luo blood. So they don't have to take it. It doesn't have to be Oburu or Winnie. No.
Yeah.
Let it be a big party. And I'm sure the leader of that party, whether they are Luya or Pokomo or Turkana, will not wish away the role of the Luo nation in the struggle of this country and in their place in ODM.
There you have it, from Herman Manyora, renowned thought leader. We've been having a conversation around the legacy of the fallen hero, the fallen giant, the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga. We're going to advance conversations around his impact so far to Kenya's political and governance scape, Africa, and even the world at large. So tune in to upcoming editions of the channel with Jadiel Kabir, Evans Okinyi, and yours truly.